Hey traders, and welcome to our new cryptocurrency video analysis. As you know, Elon Musk is once again moving the cryptocurrency markets, but unfortunately, this is to the downside. After Tesla has announced that they are suspending vehicle purchases using Bitcoin. So actually, that's somehow one step back after they announced that they are going to allow customers to buy their products with Bitcoin a few months back. But I just think that it may have a very bad consequences for business if you are going to introduce Bitcoin payments at the stage of this cryptocurrency cycle that we are currently in. So I just think that it could be much better, especially on long-term gains, if you are going to introduce Bitcoin when and collect Bitcoin when it's much cheaper. So we will see how this will move forward. But from a technical perspective, after very strong move to the upside on Bitcoin, I think that it just makes sense to see this market making a pullback. So maybe we'll see now a sideways consolidation until the things and everything will settle down here. Just try market to move on both sides, because there will still be plenty of speculators that will try to buy the Bitcoin. So until we will see much deeper pullback to get rid of this any near-term longs, I think that this market would actually be forming this wave 4. In fact, if you were tracking our analysis here back in this was back in April, I believe, we were actually looking for Bitcoin to rally towards 60,000 based on two different interpretations. Okay, so just to give you a fresh outlook here, I was looking either for a 5 wave recovery or maybe only for a 3 wave recovery away from these April levels, because back then I identified 5 waves down. I didn't know if this was end of some kind of a flat correction. We are turning back to the bullish side, or maybe just a temporary rise because we are in the middle of a deeper correction. So of course, this 3 wave rise, especially after this bounce at the end of April, this was actually a trigger that was pointing towards 60,000 as a minimum upside objective. We came very close here, just $300-400 away from that level before this market just crashed to the downside. So what is going to happen next? Well, even if we are here in a wave C, keep in mind that wave C is a motive wave. Motive wave means it should be made by 5 subwaves. And if you look closely at this substructure from May highs, this is only waves 1, 2, maybe wave 3. You are now maybe in a subwave 4, so you are expecting more weakness. So I'm thinking about potential continuation towards 40,000. That could be the first very nice potential support here, because we have this swing high that comes in back from end of February. At the same time, this was level very close to this January high. So hold this zone here could be very interesting. Definitely a first support where we could see some kind of a bounce away from it. If we are going to rally now, and let's say that we see an overlap, let me delete this. Let's say that we see an overlap with this 53,500, then of course this whole wave B will become even more complex, something like that. Okay, so in such case, this drop would be seen in a 3 waves, and obviously we would expect something more complex here for wave B, but still as a part of ongoing corrective phase. So in my opinion, this correction will not end so quickly, so fast. Also, what is very important is to consider that if we are in a wave 4 here, well, time is very important here, very sensitive. And look at this wave 2 of the same degree. It was 265 days. Okay, it was unfolding. While here, as you know, that wave 4 is still far away from this time period. Even if we put this on half, you're still, I mean, far away from a potential completion. So just be aware that this consolidation phase could actually be taking a much longer pause than we think. Okay. Also, what is important here, looking at Ethereum, which has seen a very nice recovery recently. But again, we've been looking for this five-wave rise, so I'm not surprised to see this reversal. And it looks like that this broken trendline support is going to drive potentially Ethereum even lower. But again, could be only corrective phase. But since we are already at the wave four, but not seeing this free wave structure yet, I just have to realize that maybe wave four, or that maybe current drop will be deeper to the area of two lesser degrees rather than one lesser degree. Okay, so in such case, around 3,000 is potential support. Now, again here, let me review this chart. I've been posting this chart a few times, but again, I think it's a very important. We are here at these levels where altcoins were trading versus Bitcoin in 2017. So now we are again at this area, and this does not mean that Bitcoin will do much better. Actually, it can mean that if whole market will move to the downside, that Bitcoin will not suffer that much compared to others. So altcoins could lose a lot of value. So of course, there will still be opportunities on selective cryptocurrencies. I mean, here I have this Dogecoin. I've been looking and also even make, I believe, analysis here back in February, where I was anticipating slightly deeper free wave pullback for a wave two before I could look for potential longs here. Unfortunately, this market was faster than me. Of course, I didn't get this pullback, but it was a very nice and strong recovery here, which unfolded in five waves. So this is now a five-wave movement, and for a longer term picture, it actually confirms the idea that market could continue much higher, but again after a pullback. Now this is a very sharp drop and still only first leg of a free wave setback that I believe can take us towards 61.8% or maybe even back towards former wave 4. So if we're looking for Doge to invest on a longer term, I think that still there can be opportunities after this correction, which for now I believe it's in the middle. Of course, there is expected to be some kind of a rally, but ideally only temporary, maybe for a wave B. I think that much better opportunities would be from that former wave 4, maybe wave 2 swing high or 61.8%. So that's the area that I would keep an eye on, especially if we'll see a free wave drop into that region. Traders, thank you very much for your attention. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and again, I will talk to you soon. Bye.